Okay, so I think we're going to go down in Florida. We've had some folks down in Florida that have been wanting to join us but have had some problems. So I'm going to go on my Hocus Pocus SDR receiver, and that's got about 60 SDRs over 20 states. And I'm going to go down to Florida and start... let's start at Miami. We go to Miami and see what we got there, see if we've got anybody down in the bottom part of the state. This is KC9VKV. Calling Florida, this is KC9VKV. Anybody down in Florida?
VKV, anybody down in Florida?
We're listening down around Miami. Anybody down that way?
Miami, anybody down that way?
All right, so we're going to come on up the state there, and let's see here. We're going to Boca Raton. See if anybody's in Boca Raton. This is KC9VKV, looking down in Florida. Anybody down in Florida wanting to get in? Nothing in Boca Raton, so we got one more, well, we got two more actually, but I'm just going to go to Orlando. Let's see, and that'll probably be about the best we can do down in Florida. KC9VKV, can't get into Orlando for some reason. Castleberry, I don't know exactly where Castleberry is, and I'm not getting into it anyway. Let me go back and reset and come back in again. We'll try this one more time. Orlando, yes, all right. Here we go in Orlando, listening in Orlando. This is KC9VKV. Listening from in Orlando right now. Anybody want to make contact down in Orlando?
In Orlando right now. Anybody want to make contact down in Orlando?
Okay, so that's our shot at Florida. We're going to come back up to Pennsylvania there. This is KC9VKV, Friday afternoon, Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Radio you want to check out, give me a shout. 8 Echo Papa Sierra.
Echo Papa Sierra, come back one more time with your call sign phonetically slowly.
Call sign phonetically slowly. All right, Jim. K Kilo 8 Echo Papa Sierra.
Roger, Echo Papa Sierra. And what's the name?
Papa Sierra, and what's the name? Name here is Eric. Echo Romeo India Charlie.
Roger, Eric, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, Eric, and whereabouts are you located, sir? I am located on the southeast side of Columbus, Ohio.
All right, Ohio, and what radio are you running?
All right, Ohio, and what radio are you running? I have a Kenwood TS-890. And a Shure mic running on an outboard equalizer.
Yes. Are you feeding from the back side of your radio or through the mic input?
Back side of your radio or through the mic input? I'm feeding it through the mic input.
All right. If you'd be interested in a setup, the first thing to do would be to double check to be sure we're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It'll let you operate that transmitter in the best possible situation. Roger?
Possible situation. Roger? Roger that, Jim. I am in 100 to 2900, having followed you for a good while.
All right, sir. Then make sure that you're in your compressor's on or your processor's on, either one on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
30 out of 100, Roger. that's where I've got it. It's currently showing 3 out of 10.
Yes, sir. Now move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3 or 7.
It's running 2/3 or 7. Audio, audio, audio. I am currently running about 50%. I'm going to pop the mic gain up just a little and see if we can bring audio. Yeah, now we're at 2/3.
Excellent, excellent. Now to your EQ. Roger?
Roger? Roger, I'm looking at the EQ graph, so I have it pretty much set up the way you request, which is flat from about 220 up to 1K, and then it starts to rise from there.
All right. Do you? Is that an 8-band EQ?
Is that an 8-band EQ? It is a 12-band. On the high end, I can do 1.7 and 2.4 and 3.3 and 4.0.
Oh my goodness, the gremlins again. Deliberate QRMing. We got them, clowns of the air. Try that again now. You got anything around 2.7?
You got anything around 2.7? I have 2.4, and then the next one is 3.3.
Are those fixed, or can you adjust them?
No, I have them turned up pretty much all the way. This will go to a plus 15 dB, and I'm up at about plus 13 or 14 in those two bands.
All righty, I'm getting you on my New York PA SDR. Why don't you come back and tell me about your antenna system, and let me go through it and see if I can find a better path for us. Roger. Antenna is a vertical, a DX is a vertical, and it's about... I don't need to run any tuners. All the SWRs are below 1.1. And it's been a really good one. The wind doesn't seem to bother it, and it just sits out there and minds its own business. Roger. I got you on my local antenna. It's 7300, good down to 100 cycles, 3 up at the top. I would suggest just a tad more treble EQ for enunciation. That would be, ideally it would be 2.7. We could maybe work a combination of 2.4 and 2.8 or 3 or something.
All right, Jim, I bumped them up a couple of points, both the 2.4 and the 3.3. I do have some 1.7 dialed in. It's up about 5 or 6 dB. I could probably turn it down if I need to.
Yes, sir, I would, because that's giving you kind of an irritating part to the audio. I think I'm pretty sure that's what that is. If you could take that back to 0. Plus or minus 0, no cut, no boost.
Roger, I took the 1.7 down to 0.
Plus or minus 0?
Correct.
Yes, sir. I think that sounds a whole lot better. It's less piercing that way. You know, when you start on those frequencies like 1 KC, that's right in that telephone range, and you push it, and it's just becomes very irritating. And if you move it back down to 0, 1 KC back to 0, and the other one above that back to 0, then it becomes more pleasing, but it still has a very good cut to it. Roger?
Roger, Jim. That's what we've got. We're flat from 220 to 1.7 at this point, and then it rises up above that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it sounds pretty good. Get the Gorilla Tape and tape her down, and you can go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, and that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2800, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, Jim. I like that. I will definitely go check that out. And it's a wonderful service you provide. I really appreciate it. I spent the first 5 months I owned this radio not transmitting on it, but reading the owner's manual and opening up all the menus and figuring out where everything was. So I wanted to have it pretty well set. It sounds like we were very close. I appreciate your ear, Jim. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. KC9VKV, this is Kilo 8 Echo Papa Sierra. Wishing you a good holiday.
Roger, Eric, 73 there, sir. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great Christmas and a beautiful Happy New Year. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. And with that said, if you have participated, want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2800 Qso-Vlog air check recordings. So with that said, we'll be returning this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV, clear.